We're only halfway through
January.
And what is happening? Is everyone else's mind just like right now? Let's do some makeup whilst we talk about the absolute, like, it's not even a show. It's actually quite just insane, but also cool and good. And I don't know what's going on anymore. My bingo card has been ripped up, thrown away and burnt, and I've scattered the ashes in the ocean because what? So, if you don't know, TikTok is going to be banned in the USA this weekend. Or so we were told, and it might not happen, it might happen in a few months' time, it might happen next year, it might never happen. Biden said, oh, Trump, here, you do it, and Trump's like, well, I like TikTok now, so nobody truly knows what's going on there and what's going to happen in the next few weeks. This has panicked quite a lot of people, not just in the States. Obviously, all the creators in the US are like, oh my god, this is my livelihood, this is my business, what is going to happen? I literally grew on TikTok and I started my small business on TikTok. I'm a creator and my income comes from this. What am I supposed to do now? So many creators are trying to find new apps or other platforms to use to help with, keeping their livelihood. But here is the issue. Because, yes, there is YouTube and YouTube Shorts, but a lot of content creators aren't familiar with it, and if you are a creator on TikTok, you're more likely to do this kind of thing and short form content, which, yes, you can do on YouTube now, but it's still not as good as TikTok. So you may have seen quite a lot of your favourite TikTokers start posting their content on YouTube Shorts. There's obviously also Instagram Reels, but the consensus on that are, one, they're rubbish, two, the audience and the comments on Instagram are just out of hand. Like, they are like a cesspit, honestly. I mean, what do you expect from Meta? And many people have stepped away from the Meta apps, so Facebook, Instagram, and does anyone actually ever use Threads? And don't even get me started on X, formerly known as Twitter, and the Musky Husky. Like, let's just take the billionaires in this year and throw them away with the bingo card. Creators are wondering where on earth can they go to actually create their content and keep their audience and their livelihood and continue growing like their businesses, etc. Lo and behold, there have been a significant amount of TikTok refugees popping over to an actual Chinese social media app called Rednote. You think that's a bit too much blush? It is what it is now. Now, Rednote is basically a mixture of TikTok and Pinterest, in my opinion. Many people, not just Americans, have decided to download this app as a big FU to the US government for trying to ban TikTok because China's trying to steal your data. Now, don't get me wrong, everyone's trying to steal data. I mean, again, Meta, let's not go there. I have a sneaking suspicion, is it a suspicion or is it just facts, that is not the reason they're wanting to ban TikTok. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, it started as a big sod off to the US government because, hey, you're not going to take away our freedoms and our rights and the First Amendment and all that. But what is actually happening on Rednote is something quite astonishing and rather beautiful, to say the least, and something I don't think anybody expected to happen in 2025. It's the camaraderie of the Chinese and American people. What? These two countries that have literally been at each other's necks for decades, you know, and all of a sudden we are seeing these relationships bloom between just regular common people in China and America, but also across the world as well, because it's not only Americans who have gone on to Red Note. You have Australians, British people, a lot of European people going over there because, one, if Americans get taken off of TikTok, who's gonna even be on it? I mean, I know there's a hell of a lot of people on that app, but I, for one, follow a of American creators, so they are like some of the loudest people on that app and some of the biggest people on that app. So it's just like, and also it's more along the lines of a big fuck you to the governing bodies of the world and the billionaires like Muskie Husky and little old lizard Zuckerberg down there. All these billionaires who are now having complete meltdowns going, oh my god, what's going on? Especially Zuckerberg, because nobody wants to use Instagram Reels and your social media. I wonder why. Americans would rather go onto a Chinese app that's in Chinese. It's literally a Chinese app that no one out of China has ever heard of. They would rather go on that app than go onto Instagram and use Meta. Does that not just tell these billionaires that, hey, you're the problem? Let's face it, all these billionaires are losing money due to the likes of TikTok, and they don't like it, so they're trying to get rid of it. That's just my opinion, and it's been some time since I've worn a wig. Oh my god. But anyway, what were I talking about? Oh yeah, social media. So not only do we have the migration to Red Note from TikTok, but also we have the migration from X, formerly known as Twitter, to Blue Sky, which, yes, I am on, and no, I don't post anywhere recently. I'm trying, okay? There's also an app that possibly could replace Instagram, and that is called PixelFed. Now, I've only just gone on this app and I've not really looked into it at all, but I just saw like a video about it, so I thought I would take a look and see what it's actually like. But hey, who knows? It might be a hell of a lot better than Instagram is. What do you think about all of this chaos that is going on? And honestly, I'm here for it. I feel like it is time that we shake up this world a little bit and show these billionaires and also the morons in power that we're not going to stand for this anymore. Like, something has to be done, and I, for one, am so glad that it seems like things are getting done. And even if that is just sharing cat pictures on a Chinese app and learning Mandarin. What is happening? Anyways,